Hey there, this is Time Shark again. Once again going over a video by Muh Crusader. It's called The Crutch is Now a Wound. Normally I wouldn't do a video on such a simple topic, but he disabled comments, so there's only one way for me to make a comment on his video now. This is his response to BionicDance's and my videos about his last video on atheism. Anyone who's expecting an actual argument from my Crusader, supporting his stance or addressing any of the arguments BionicDance or I made, is going to be disappointed. He starts and ends his video with recordings of someone yelling, "Atheism is merely a lack of belief." So let's skip that and get to his first actual argument or claim.
So a belief is a claim that you can make and you feel like you have evidence to prove said claim.
Wrong! You can't just define a word however you feel like. It doesn't work that way. Here's what the dictionary says about belief. Belief, noun, an acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. Trust, faith, or confidence in someone or something. Nothing in there about claims, though that's kind of semantics at this point, and definitely nothing in there about evidence. In fact, beliefs are usually accepted without evidence or despite of evidence to the contrary.
Now, a lack of a belief would be you have evidence to the contrary of said belief.
Nope, wrong again. Belief is not about evidence, and lacking a belief is not about having evidence to the contrary or believing the opposite. Lack of belief is simply not believing something. It has nothing to do with accepting the opposite or asserting the opposite.
Because if you were in a true state of lack of anything in the beliefs and thoughts in your head, a little brain chemistry here, you would be the equivalent of a tree or a rock in their stance on God.
And now you are a parrot. I have no interest in dealing with people that cannot even come up with their own ideas. This little tree and rock argument thing that keeps popping up fails on all levels. Humans are not trees or rocks. We have ideas. We have thoughts, feelings, and desires. That does not apply to rocks and trees. You make the claim that God exists, and then when someone says they don't believe you, you say things like, "Oh, you must be just a rock or a tree then, since you don't have ideas of your own." In case you can't tell, this kind of thing actually really pisses me off, especially from someone who makes a video about intellectual dishonesty. Someone who makes an entire video about atheists shifting the burden of proof that is actually just him trying to shift the burden of proof. Just like he's doing with this video. Remember, this is also the same guy that absolutely demands that we disprove his God while absolutely refusing to give us any actual definitions or descriptions of his God so that we can disprove it. Also somehow forgetting that the claim he's making us disprove, that there is no God, is not one that we actually made. Let's put this tree and rock thing to rest before my head explodes. Let's just finish off atheism, and an atheist is someone who does not believe in God. Not something, someone. It refers to a human. Stop making these stupid little accusations and reductions.
I shouldn't have used crutched, I should have used brain dead. Not like I'm saying you guys are brain dead or retarded, more that you just don't want to deal with the problem at hand and you want to get on with your everyday life, which is fine, but avoiding questions doesn't really help in any manner.
No, I'm not saying you guys are brain dead. I'm just going to put it out there and pretend and poison the well as much as I can. I'm not really saying it, though. Yes, avoiding questions doesn't help, which is why it's kind of funny that that's all you're doing. Atheists don't claim that your God does not exist. You claim that he does. We don't believe you. Deal with it. No amount of bellyaching will change that fact.
You're taking the stance that I have nothing in my head. I have no thoughts or opinions that I can test to find out if there is or is not a God.
No, we're taking the stance of we don't believe your claim, prove it. If you can't deal with that, then stop talking about it and go away.
I want us both to, provide evidence of a sort and kind of rationally debate this out, not do petty response video attacks when you have 20,000 subscribers, or Time Shark when he did his response. I mean, it's fine. But I'd like just a little more dialogue. Now, if you've posted a video disproving God, BionicDance, I'm going to take a look at it and I'll see, and then I'll provide my video evidence for why I think God exists.
Oh, you want a debate? That's why you call videos that talk directly about your arguments and claims petty, and you disable your comments and refuse to give any basic information about your definition and description of God. Makes perfect sense. What you actually seem to want is to completely avoid having to prove your side at all by shifting everything onto atheists. You can't prove your claim, so you're just going to hide behind your little wall of, well, you're not proving your claim that God doesn't exist, even though it's not a claim that anyone has ever made to you, I bet. And when someone like me says that, okay, fine, I'll prove your God doesn't exist, what God am I disproving? You're not going to give a definition, so that then you can hide behind shifting the goalpost once I do finally prove it. All you're demonstrating at this point is that you have no arguments and that you're just going to hide. So that's about it. Normally, I just would have made a comment in the comment section about this, but since you disabled them, I had to do it here. Things got a little heated on me, but thanks for watching. See ya.